So this is the concluding day. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Is it audible? Is it audible? Yeah.
Yes.
Now, good. So, I think we can reduce treble a little more. So this is almost the last concluding day of the Hyderabad girls. I post this session. We'll have a very substantial session in the morning. Then we have one activity, one game, and then if time permits to hear from all of you. And then
Another one.
yeah, I know, but she has to. I think it's okay, I'll call it. Hare Krishna. I think I'll go with this. So at the end, if time permits, we'll open dancing kirtan. Okay? So for the morning session, I hope you are rested well. Who are people Mangalarti? Vivo. थोड़ा बहुत chanting दो माला जाना. Yes. भगवान के सामने attendance लग गया for success. उसके बाद how many had breakfast? Yummy breakfast.
Everybody.
It reminded me of your kshetra, Andhra Pradesh. Those are chutney sambar. And then in between, how many of you are took rest? कुछ ही लोगों ने रेस्ट लिया. खबरदार जो क्लास में सोए. बिल्कुल not allowed. Okay? So एक तो AC भी बंद कर दूँगी सब. किसी को भी सोता हुआ देखा तो AC बंद. So if you want to do some Vaishnava seva, please don't fall asleep. So we have amongst us her grace Prem mataji, whom I had already introduced last evening. She had just completed her Bhakti degree yesterday. It is the biggest feather on the cap, especially from ISKCON perspective, because Prabhupada always encouraged all his devotees, sincere, serious devotees, to complete this degree. हम में से बहुत लोग भगवद गीता पे अटके हैं. भगवद गीता के बाद भागवतम है, and NOI है, NOD है, जिसके बाद not भागवतम, NOI, NOD, जिसके बाद हम भक्ति शास्त्री कंप्लीट करते हैं. Then comes the entire 12 cantos Bhakti Vaibhav, and then comes Bhakti Vedanta. So it's a very, very huge title that she has earned, and you'll get to hear from her when she'll speak today. So Mataji graduated in engineering in 1999 and worked in embedded electronics before her marriage in 2001. After marriage, she settled in the USA with her husband. She got introduced to Krishna consciousness in Silicon Valley, USA in 2002. She received her first initiation from His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj in 2007 and second initiation in 2010. She studied Bhakti Shastri from Mayapur Institute in 2008 and Bhakti Vaibhav in 2009 and successfully completed all teachers training courses. So she's the best teacher that you can come across. She continued with her Shastric studies, culminating in receiving Bhakti Vedanta degree in March 2024. She has traveled with her family and served in ISKCON temples in America, California and Portland, and Europe, Germany and Sweden, lived close to the temple and devotees everywhere, but always had connection and inspiration from Pune temple. Her husband has an MTech degree from IIT Bombay and works as a senior electronics chip design engineer, and together with their 17-year-old cute little Gaurangi, tried to serve in the mission of Srila Prabhupada under the direction of His Grace Radhesham Prabhu and all the devotees. Currently, she is a counselor in ISKCON NBCC and ISKCON Ahmedabad, and is serving in Girls' Voice under the direction of Her Grace Annamoyini Mataji and Gulbera Devidasi, and offering Bhakti Shastri and Bhakti Vaibhav classes. She offers Bhakti Shastri and Bhakti Vaibhav classes, जो हम attend भी नहीं करते, in English and Hindi. So give her a big hand and welcome her. So the title for today is Making the Right Choices. So I think we all made definitely the best choice possible by having her here. So our title begins with implementation. So I think you are our best choice. Thank you. So I hand over the mic to Mataji, and then Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Gurve Mataji and Mataji and all the mentors and all my dear girls. So let's begin with prayers. Om Jnana-timirandasya Jnana-Jana-Shalakaya Chakshusha-Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kalamayam Dadati Swavadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunamanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijanahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamsha Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Krishnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Veshatarine He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namaste Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanu Sude Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam. Devim Saraswatim Vyasam. Devim Saraswatim Vyasam. Tato Jayamudiraye. Tato Jayamudiraye. Nashtaprayeshu abhadreshu. Nashtaprayeshu abhadreshu. Nityam Bhagavat Sevaya. Nityam Bhagavat Sevaya. Bhagavati Uttama Shloke. Bhagavati Uttama Shloke. Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki. Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki. Krishnaya Vasudevaya. Krishnaya Vasudevaya. Devaki Nandanaya cha. Devaki Nandanaya cha. Nanda Gopa Kumaraya. Nanda Gopa Kumaraya. Govindaya Namo Namaha. Govindaya Namo Namaha. Srila Prabhupada Sri Gurudev Ki Jai. Shri Shri Gauritai Shri Shri Radha Chandra Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Shri Balaji Bhagwan Ki Jai. Hare Krishna everyone. So, I'm sitting here for the first time. So, the first day of school or whatever we do first time, we are little tense or little nervous. Thank you for the right word. So I'm also nervous. And whenever I feel nervous, I learned that we should take shelter of Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita. And this is how, our process is also like that. We should start with Mangalacharan and take shelter of Srimad Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam. So I thought I I'll start with the Bhagavatam verse. That is the right choice for me at the moment to make me free from nervousness. And before that, I am daring to sit here and speak, though not qualified. There are many nice devotees and mataji. So please forgive me. There's no lecture kind of thing. We will have an interactive session where we will have some discussions. So please feel free and forgive me if I am not able to, come to the level or up to your expectations. Okay. Thank you. As a service, for my verification, I would like to share something, whatever I learned. So to start with, let's start with the Bhagavatam verse, 11th canto, 2nd chapter, 37th verse. If you have, you can open, otherwise recite down to me. Srimad Bhagavatam 11.2.37. You can open in your phone. And till the time you are opening, I would like to give a little introduction about this verse. This verse, once Narad Muni is a traveling preacher. He always travels. So, and he always likes to travel wherever Krishna is. And otherwise he travels to preach about Krishna. So, he went to meet Vasudeva. And Vasudeva asked, whenever a great senior person comes, we ask questions, and that's how we gain their blessings, their knowledge, their realizations, and everything. In Bhagavad Gita, it starts with question. In Bhagavatam, you see there are many conversations. Okay, I'll ask later. So there are many conversations. Everything starts with a question. Parikshit Maharaj asked, Narad Muni and Vyasadeva. Any other conversation you remember? Vidura Maitreya, thank you. Any other? Uddhav Krishna, my God, yes. Any other conversation? It starts with inquiry and then answering. Yudhishthir Maharaj and Narad Muni, very good. Arjuna and Krishna and Bhagavad Gita. Yes. Many actually. Sutta Goswami. Sutta Goswami and the sages of Naimisharan, Shaunaka Rishi, etc. Shaunakadi. Sukadeva Goswami and Parikshit Maharaj. Nimi Maharaj and Navyogendra, which we are going to discuss today. And we will lot. So today's verse, Narad Muni goes to whom? Vasudeva. And Vasudeva, after greeting him nicely, offering him seed and water, etc., he started asking questions. And the many questions he asked. And first question he asked about how to become free from fear. We are all, this material world, we have come, we are all under fear and anxiety. Always. Nothing to elaborate on that, it is our day-to-day thing. So we move ahead. And he asked the same question for his benefit and for all of us. And then Narad Muni, when somebody asks question, and especially for a devotee about devotional service, about something, about the Lord, then the speaker becomes, in ecstasy, because it will give him again a chance to speak about the Lord. And today in the morning, I hope you all attended the Bhagavatam class, how he started, His Grace Gaurang Darshan Prabhu, how he started. Prayers, and which verse from? Oh yes, that's a beautiful verse. And what does that mean? Tava kathamritam tapta jivanam kavivirididam kalmashapaham shravanamangalam shrimadatam bhuri grinanti which is like lecture. You have lecturian, pastimes and holy and all. Tav kathamritam, tapta jivanam. Tapta, those who are suffering in this particular world, for them it is giving relief. Your story, your pastimes. Tav kathamritam, tapta jivanam. Kavi Virititam kalmashapaham. The kalmash of this yuga, of this material world, apan, it will remove. What will remove? The stories of your pastime, of your glories, etc., will remove the kalmash. So he started with this beautiful verse, and at the end line was Bhuri Gajana. What was that? Those who preach this message, those who propagate this message are really beneficent, great. They are real well-wishers, the real social work, whatever you can say. We have a biggest example of Srila Prabhupada. So, and then he came with another verse. Let me not go into that, but it's beautiful, So, shall we recite that first? The 11.2.37? You can repeat after me by looking at it. It's an important verse, and I selected that because it's related to our topic. What is our topic?
Making the right choice.
Making the right choice. Correct. So, Bhayam Vidya Abhiniveshatasya Isha Dapetasya Viparyayo Smriti Tanmayato Buddhakachetam Bhakti Gaisham Gurudevatatma. I would like one of you to read the meaning. Take the mic and read. And then we will see how it is connected to our topic. And the discussion will start. Say loud. Translation only.
Fear arises when a living entity misidentifies himself as a material body because of absorption in the external, illusionary energy of the Lord. When the living entity thus turns away from the Supreme Lord, he also forgets his own constitutional position as a servant of the Lord. This bewildering, fearful condition is affected by the potency for illusion, called Maya. Therefore, an intelligent person should engage unflinchingly in the unalloyed devotional service for the Lord. Under the guidance of a bona fide spiritual master, whom he should accept as his worshipful deity and as his very life and soul.
Yes. Thank you. So we got some clue, but we will discuss it more. It starts with fear arises. We all are in fear, and how it arises? Turn away from Krishna. Simple. When we turn away from Krishna, fear arises. So, bhayam vitiya abhiniveshatasya. Abhiniveshata means absorption. When we absorb or when we invest our time and consciousness in something else, then Krishna. So Krishna is primary. Something else is secondary, right? So bhayam dvitiya. Dvitiya means secondary, right? We know this, prathama, dvitiya, tritiya and so on. So bhayam dvitiya abhiniveshatasya. When we focus, absorb, invest in something dvitiya, something secondary, then syat fear arises. Bhayam dvitiya abhiniveshatasya. अभी आप सोचो, let's say we are driving. We drive very peacefully. If we know driving, of course, and if we have the license, and if we are following the traffic signal, we drive very peacefully. Is there any fear? Even if policeman is traffic signal, traffic police is there, do we fear? We don't fear. Why? We know the rules and mistakes when we don't follow, right? Like if we don't follow the civil laws means put by the government. You should not cheat or kill or rape or whatever. If we don't do that, then fear arises. Police are bhagो से इधर से मैं निकलूं, चाहे ट्रेन में हो चाहे घर में हो, we run away from police पकड़ लेगा, देख लेगा. So fear arises जब हम rules and regulations follow. We don't follow rules and regulations, then fear arises. So otherwise there is no fear. If we follow everything, and that is Krishna Maharaj's process. Prahlad Maharaj is the biggest example. Whatever happened in his life, yesterday Bhakti was sharing, nobody threw us, nobody gave us poison, etc. But he was completely fearless. We have one bhajan which says this, when we worship Lord, then we become a bhai. We have one bhajan from our Vaishnavacharya also. What is that? Bhajahu Reman Sriyanandan Abhay Charanarvindare. So, fear comes when we don't follow. That means when we take the wrong choice. When we don't take the right choice. Right choices means following the rules and regulations. What is told, what is prescribed, what is explained to us. Bhayam Dvitiya Aviniveshata Ishan Apetasya Viparyayo Asmati. Ishan Apetasya. We have turned away from Krishna. So, asmriti ho gayi humko. What asmriti? Forgetfulness of our original identity. Well, what is the original identity? Jivera Swarup hoye Krishna Nitya Das. That we are eternal servant. We have forgotten. We think we are master, we are controller, we are enjoyer, we are superior. So the problem arises and fear arises. So when we turn away from Lord, another energy captures us. Maya. Maya being one energy. There's external energy and internal energy. So when we turn away, then Maya Chapati of heaven, she catches us. And her work is in two ways. It is explained by Prabhupada in the scriptures. Technical term is Prakshipatmika Shakti and Avanatmika Shakti. So if you know Sanskrit, Shipati means to throw. So Prakshipatmika Shakti means one of the energy of Maya. When we want to enjoy separate from Krishna, then Krishna's Maya energy. Prakshipatmika. We are thrown in this material world. Go. Try to enjoy on your own. Otherwise, this is not the right place. This is not the right place. But we are thrown because that was our desire. So thrown here. And the second is Avanatmika Shakti. We are covered by the real mind. We are covered of the real knowledge. That means we forget that who we are. Avanatmika, इस कर्टन से हम कवर कर देते हैं कुछ चीज को छुपा देते हैं. So वैसे ही our real knowledge is covered. When you go to a movie, what happens? Like we are all sitting here, movie में भी ऐसे ही बैठते हैं, but there is darkness. That is Avanatmika. Cover करते हैं. You don't see the real thing. अगर movie ऐसे दिखाएंगे तो दिखेगी नहीं अच्छे से. Right? So first thing is we get into it inside the hall which is dark, and second thing is we identify with the characters of the movie. You believe? Agree? कुछ एकदम emotional scene आ गया तो we also start crying. It is nothing, nobody died, nobody, murdered anyone. It is all imaginary or it is all not real. Yeah, but we still cry, laugh, our emotions are there. So that is the illusion. And that's how the same thing. These two energies works in a similar way when we are in this material world. We are not this body, but we think we are this body. Prabhupada, from beginning to end, it is not, we have heard hundreds of times we are not this body, but to completely absorb and digest and implement and work on that consciousness is a long process. So therefore it is emphasized always. So when we turn away from Krishna, Maya captures us. And Maya is also his energy. Tanmaya means his energy, his Maya energy. Buddha bhajetam. So therefore, those who are intelligent, Buddha means buddhima. Those who are intelligent, bhajetam, he should worship the Supreme Lord. And how we should worship? The last line. What is that last line? Tanmayato Buddha bhajetam bhakti kaisha Gurudeva tatma, under the shelter of spiritual master. Gurudeva Atma. Gurudeva Atma means considering Guru as our life and soul. Accepting everything. Not something which I like and something which I don't like. Nothing like that. Whatever Guru is telling, whether I like it or not. Just we say, Mangal Aarti mein aana, morning utna, whether we like it or not, it is good for us. Chanting karna, it is good for us. Slowly we get the taste. But we have to keep going until we get the taste. So it is said like that. So this fear. If we take the example of Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita, what happened in his journey? Like when I sat here, I was really nervous. I told you, मेरे भी बहुत कांप रहे थे शायद, how to start. And Arjun की भी similar situation. है ना? My garment is falling, my mouth is drying up. First chapter. And then what he did in the second chapter? He surrendered. He surrendered. What is that verse? 2.7. Karpanya dosha. Because of the miserly weakness, because of considering others and myself in the bodily platform, basically. That's why we get confusion and we get into the fearful situation, not able to decide what is right and what is wrong. And which verse in Bhagavad Gita says, where Arjuna was very clear, after Bhagavad Gita was spoken by Krishna, of course last chapter. So then he says, Nashta moha smriti labdha. All my moha, all my illusion, all my attachment, all my delusion, everything is nashta. And smriti labdha. I got the right intelligence, right decision power, and karishye vachanam tama. Right? So, I think 11.7. 18.7. Thank you. 18th chapter. So there he says now it's very clear. So that's how, if we take the right choice, if we take the right choice, we get answers, we get clarification, we get direction. What if, or we can give some examples where somebody has taken right choices and got success, or somebody has taken wrong choices and got destroyed. Any example from scriptures? Yeah. Karna का क्या? Yes. I think mataji will share that Duryodhana wanted Karna to be on his side so that he can beat Arjuna. So that was Karna. Duryodhana, how he became like that? Shakuni. He got his association and that's how he was trained to become a king or put down your brothers and so on. So in our life we have to be careful. There are many examples, maybe one or two more, where it was wrong association and wrong hearing and wrong choices. Following that. Yes. Yes. He heard, correct. He heard, Ravana heard from Suryapancha, and then he got the desire to join the Sita. Yeah. इसलिए we should not have wrong association, or we should be so much firm and fixed in our understanding that even if somebody gives wrong advice, we know to filter it without disrespecting the person. Bali Maharaj is an example. Bali Maharaj is an example in our Bhagavatam, whom he not disrespected, but he did not listen. Shukracharya, he did not listen. He was his guru. That's a rare case. Of course, it's a very exceptional case. We should bow down to guru and respect, but these extreme cases are given in Bhagavatam for us to understand. So, in one of the verses in Bhagavad Gita, after telling everything, all knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, all different yogas and tasma sarveshu kaleshu ma anusmara yuddha cha, that means do your duty. People misunderstand karma nivatika. If they have not read in detail, they just say do your karma. When we go and preach also, they just say do your duty. But it is incomplete. Do your duty with Krishna with the center, in consciousness of me. So that was the word. Tasmat sarveshu kaleshu ma anusmara yuddha cha. You do your duty of fighting, but remember me. So after telling all this, 18th chapter, there's one verse. He says, "Yatha ikshasi tatha kuru." Your word is "Yatha ikshasi tatha." Now I have told you everything. You do what you like. "Yatha ikshasi tatha kuru." And in the purport, Prabhupada says, Krishna gives us dash. What is that? Which nobody can take from us. Yes, both are right. Minute independence and free will. So, both correct. Why it is said minute independence? Because we are not the whole control. Whatever is there in the fridge, I can take that vegetable only I can make today. Or whatever is there in the market. I have some choices, which dress I will wear, or which book I will read today, whatever. I have some choices, but not all. So little free will we have, and that free will nobody can take from us. That Krishna is telling us. Prabhupada is explaining in detail in that verse. I think 18.63 or 67 maybe. In Angel who has seen the purport. He said, now I have told you everything, do what you like, as you like. So this free will we have, and there comes the point of making the right choices. Because we have free will. So Krishna has given the free will. Otherwise, some mechanic ho jao. There is no love then. If the free will is not there, you just have to do like a machine. So Krishna is merciful. He has given us the free will. Now, free will. That means you are free to choose. You are sitting here. Still you have free will. You might be thinking of your college, your mother. I don't know. You have a free will to think. So whatever thoughts, actions, which association to choose, we have free will. So always making the right choices. For that to happen, we should know what is the right thing. We should know what is the right thing. When we go in train and if some topic comes, every people give their opinion. Whether they know it or not, they are eager to give their opinion. You have seen that? We have to hear from the right sources. Prabhupada always says. And right sources is state shelter of Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, and devotees, and hear from them. So that's why Prabhupada has made this ISKCON society. He has given this morning program wherever I went, wherever in any country, maybe there are not many devotees like we have in India, few devotees, but I felt so much at home because I felt like a family. Same morning program, same Bhagavad Gita verse explanation and everything. So Prabhupada, he established this. He's a founder Acharya. My Guru Maharaj, Radha Swami Maharaj says in one of the glorification of Srila Prabhupada, he just started with a lighter note, but it's a very important. Srila Prabhupada is a founder Acharya. Acharya means one who leads, and founder means who found. Who found all of us. Who found all of us who were just, roaming around here and there in material life. And he gave us the right direction, the right choices. Because he preached to so many. And those who accepted, they grew. They grew. So he is a founder Acharya. And Srila Prabhupada himself. Now the second point, what I also wanted to include in my session is making the right choices is always not easy. Again, it is not always easy. Many examples we can give from Srila Prabhupada life itself. When he went, by going also, he was not getting tickets. Going to America, आज की डेट में अमेरिका की टिकट is almost 2 lakhs. A season, 1.2 to 2 lakhs. That time also it was very costly. How did he go? But he had a full faith in his in the instructions of his Guru Maharaj and Krishna and Srimad Bhagavatam. So, no thinking what will happen, what will be the weather, who will receive me, who will host me, nothing. I mean, there are a lot of things to say about Prabhupada when we start his journey. But when we do hard work, then only we get the result. Everybody cannot enter into IIT. Everybody cannot enter into medical. When we do hard work, then we enter. It's a material point of view. Even for material things, we have to work so hard. So, going back to Godhead, serving Krishna, is also we have to pay the price. We have to aspire for it. We have to work for it. So he was traveling in buses, local buses, and most of the time walking just to save that little penny also. And requesting, whom he was requesting for that first? Smriti Maharaj, Ship India Company, she was the head. And she refused also, but then Prabhupada was firm and somehow emotionally or whatever way, prayerful mood way, somehow she got agreed. And it was not easy for Prabhupada to go. Making the right choice, yes, he made a right choice, but you must have heard how was his journey. आज हम US पहुंच जाते हैं, maybe 1.5 days maximum. That time he took more than 25 days, more than a month to reach there. And the journey was not very comfortable. AC. आजकल की flight में we have AC flight, even in economy class it's not so bad. And in American flights it's very comfortable also, because it's a long journey. But that time we went in a cargo ship with boxes and stuff like that. 2-3 people only. So he went like that. He had 2 heart attacks. Not easy. A 70-year-old person, we planned, now stay at one place. Do your bhakti at one place, not so much moving around. But we have to learn from Prabhupada. He has set a legacy which we have to follow. Right? He has burned his so much blood and everything, to give us something. We should carry it forward. Srila Prabhupada Leela. Wonderful, wonderful pastimes, how he struggled, landing from US, starting his journey from India, of course, and then landing in US, and then, all these drunkard people, he was handling them, he was preaching them, he was living with them, he was feeding them, he was washing their plates. The right choice, but so much sacrifice, so much hard work, so much pain, and many times, immediately when he went, the weather was also so hard there, so cold for an old person from India. Anytime he used to come back to the port to inquire when is the next ship back to India, he just used to inquire. He had so much faith in his Guru Maharaj that never had courage to take a ticket and come back. It was a very easy choice, no? And this Sumati Maharaj has told, I can arrange for you, come back. But he was just going and asking this for his peace, when it's the next word, but he never came back. So much struggle he had gone through. There also, doing the diggings of land, making 108 temples in just 10-11 years, and so many Gurukul and farmhouses and everything. We should read Prabhupada Leela. We will cry. Literally, we will cry. How much he has done for us. एक तो हम सुनते हैं तो yes, we get some appreciation, but when we really absorb that thing and keep us in his position, we will really feel nobody can do that. One has to really be, हमारी तरफ से we have to show our sincerity, and then Lord empowers us. You know why I'm doing this little serious talk today? I'll tell you one incident. One incident is just a thing. Many times I learned driving, car driving. Two-wheeler I drive very comfortably, but car driving I learned many times. Before my marriage, when I completed 18, my father, gave me put me in the classes, driving classes. But at that time we did not have car, so I got the license that time, but I never practiced. So officially I had a driving license, but never had a chance to get a car or rent a car. It was a big thing at that time. So somehow I got married. My Prabhuji then in US, he put me again in the driving lessons there. He also tried to teach, but it was always stop, do this, it was very tough. And then there also I got the license. But then again, wherever we were going, always he used to drive. No, husbands को इतना मुझे भी confidence नहीं था कि मैं चला पाऊँगी अच्छे से. तो 1 or 2 times I drove and I got cleared somehow, theory and practical, and then I had the license, US license. But then I did not practice. So I could not drive again. And whenever we are going out for any program or to any place or to temple, he used to drive. When we again came back to India, again he put me in the driving class. So I was so I did not practice. And now when my daughter is 18, we thought now we have to train her in driving and get the license for her. So I thought, we all 3 of us decided, for me also, one more time. So recently, we started. Why I brought this point? When we went for the first class, first driving class, it is a 30-day session and it's still going on. So when we went for the first session, it was mostly theory. And then last 10 minutes, 20 minutes was driving. So when that person started speaking, the driving teacher, he was telling like this. You know, I will explain you everything theory, and you can ask me whatever you don't understand. You can ask me 100 times and I will explain, because it is very important to understand the theory. You know, if we don't understand the theory, we will end up, you know, meeting with an accident or not understanding it properly or not. So many things he's just explaining how important it is to know the theory. And I was, you know, and it was a batch where 2 persons can learn at a time. That means 1 person is sitting in front in the driver's seat and other learner can sit behind, and the teacher is on the left seat, you know. So I gave chance to my daughter, you know, because he's explaining where is clutch, where is this mirror, go up and down, and other things, you know. So because I anyway knew all those things, so you know, my daughter was sitting in front. And I was behind. And when he was just, you know, he was taking so much time in giving the introduction to love theory. I was behind. अरे आगे भी बोलो ना, करना क्या है? He's continuously. You can ask me. It is very important. Even if you ask 10 times, 100 times, every day also I will answer. I was getting impatient, you know, inside. अभी आगे बोलो ना, करना क्या है? क्योंकि हमारा 1 घंटे का टाइम भी जा रहा है, you know. 1 ही घंटा है अपनी क्लास का. Why I said all this? You know, when Mataji gave me the chance, opportunity to speak about making the right choices, we generally ask, you know, who is the audience? What is their level? Like the first time I go, we give Discover Yourself course and then this and that. And agar tuned hai, to we then touch Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam. So when I asked Mataji, she gave me some feedback. And then yesterday I came and saw all of you, morning session, evening session, and whatever little interaction I had with some of you and Mataji. And then I understood you are also already very, you know, advanced and serious about Bhakti. So we can, me and Mataji discuss, we can touch Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam. Otherwise you will feel bored, like I was impatient, you know. अभी आगे बताओ ना ड्राइविंग में करना क्या है? No, it's not just it is important, human body, human world, eating, sleeping, making, depending, you know. We have to go ahead. We have to move ahead. Abhi, then next, what has to be done? So what has to be done is important. When we come in Krishna consciousness, you might have heard there are this process. In technical terms, we say sambandh. Second, abhideya. Prayojan. What is Sambandh Gyan? Yes, Sambandh Gyan is anybody else? She gave a little hint. Sambandh Gyan. Sambandh Gyan, yeah? Establishing relationship. Okay. And Abhideya? Process. And Prayojan? Okay. So, Sambandh means first of all to know. To know, I am not this body, human birth is precious, you know, we should utilize every single moment, it will not come, and so on. So, Sambandh is to know who we are, who is God, and what is my relationship, and what is my purpose of being a human. This is Sambandh Gyan. To know. And then Abhideya. I understood now. I understood means I know this now. What has to be done to make that relationship? Lost relationship. In Prabhupada's word, they revive our lost consciousness, original consciousness, right? In Hare Krishna Mahamantra, in Prabhupada's Vaishnava Songbook, you will see his commentary on Hare Krishna. There it says revival. It is already there inside. So we have to revive. So Abhideya means all the processes which helps me to revive my relationship with the Supreme Lord. Again establish that connection. And what is Abhideya? So what is that process? Chanting, reading books, Nityam Bhagavad Sevya. We started with which verse? Yeah, that verse. And the prayer is Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswati Vyasam Tato Jayamudiri. This Bhagavatam is given by Vyasdev. So, we offer obeisances first to Lord Narayan, Vyasdev, Saraswati Devi. Narayana Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswati Vyasam. This is Vyasdev's seat. So whatever, when we sit here, it is through him whatever words are coming, because we are followers. Vyasdev gave this Bhagavatam. So then the second verse. Second verse, one more day read it. Nashta prayeshu abhadreshu nityam bhagavat sevaya. Nashta prayeshu abhadreshu. All abhadra, all unwanted things, all inauspicious things we will be relieved of that by nityam bhagavat sevaya. Nashta prayeshu abhadreshu nityam bhagavat sevaya. Bhagavati uttama shloke. There are many things in the world. Magazines हैं, newspapers हैं, books हैं, novels हैं, ये है वो है, but भगवती उत्तम श्लोक, this is the best. भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्ति भगवती नेष्टि. When we read, what will happen? We'll get that bhakti नेष्टि, determined bhakti. अगर आपके पास कहीं जा रहे हो, you don't have a goal. आप इधर देखोगे, उधर देखोगे, उसको देखोगे, कुछ और सोचने लगोगे, कहाँ जाऊँ, क्या करूँ, या अच्छा ये मूवी का पोस्टर है, या ये मॉल का पोस्टर है, इधर रील है. You will go distracted. But if you are fixed, घर से निकलो, मंदिर जाना है, 9 बजे मेरी क्लास है. You will not get distracted. You know your goal is set. So even though there are boardings, hoardings here and there, announcement, आजकल तो even though नहीं देखो तो भी सुनाई आ जाता है. You get to hear things because every way they do the bombardment. But if you are fixed, no problem. I have no business there. I will go. I am fixed. So वैसे why I got this point? Bhakti next. We become so determined in our bhakti that even though अलग-अलग elements are coming, and many different people, relatives or friends might say something, but we are fixed. Without disrespecting them, we filter the things which we need and which we don't need is already, we don't keep it with us. So that happens when we hear and read every day. So अभी संबंध हमको पता चलता है. अभी देख क्या करना है, hearing, chanting, reading, association and so on, which you all are really doing nicely. It's a great thing. We were discussing. You all came all the way from Hyderabad. Bringing such a big group. We are planning for Pune, but it is always somehow the other way it is getting postponed. But it's a great thing. You have already got a step. So over there it's going on. Right? And in Prayojan, relishing that fruit of love of God. My girls know that. I always give an example of a gulab jamun. That's what things coming on. You are reading the recipe of gulab jamun or anything in the YouTube. What all ingredients you need, what all preparation time is there, everything you are reading. You have to get this from market, you have to mix like this, you have to make sugar syrup and then make balls, fry and then add sugar syrup. You have to dip there, keep it for some time and then it is ready. And it is round and juicy and tasty and whatever. So this is only sambandha. Until you get the ingredients from the market, start preparing, start frying, start making sugar syrup, start dipping in that. That is everything. Working on it. Nahi to sirf sambandha, it is in the mind only, no? So working on it is avideya. And prayojan is? It is made, now it is offered to the Lord and then relishing that. So, these three things. So, what we have to do that to come into this? Every day. Even if it is 10 minutes, 15 minutes, an hour, whatever time you have, should hear. Like in the morning, we heard Varandarshan Prabhu. you must be tired, or because we are a 3 days hectic schedule, so our retention might be not 80%, 60%, 40%, 20%, whatever. But whatever he gave was super. All his last 30, 40 years ka sadhana, purity, study, his realizations, his services, ka ras. And we will not be able to get it. हमारी झोली इतना ले नहीं पाते हैं. थोड़ा we can digest. So what we can do is we can hear it again. Take notes. Go back to that verse what he is explaining. Read Prabhupada's purport. Understand what Prabhupada is going to tell. Understand what he is telling. And then when we do this, जैसे गाय ले लेती है फिर मगल करते रहती है, श्री करते रहती है, जूस निकलता रहता है. तो वैसे ही we have to take every single lecture. और आज के day में it is after COVID it has become so accessible. You have so many choices. अमृत प्रभु का सुनना है, लीला प्रभु का सुनना है, राधेश्याम प्रभु जी का सुनना है, जिसका भी सुनना है in your fingertip. है ना? डबल स्पीड में सुनना है, सिंगल स्पीड, 0.5 स्पीड, सब कुछ वीडियो देख ले. And it is so easy, right? It is so easy. So what I also do till now, and it is a it should go on, and I pray to all of you also that bless me today. And this Bhakti Vedanta degree is one thing, and whatever I have learned, I have heard, I have studied, I have absorbed. It should go on. It should go on. चंद्रमौली महाराज जब हमारा फाइनल वो कहते हैं जब डिग्री देते हैं तो everybody give their blessings and they give you some instruction also. So he was telling, I have written that very wonderful thing. So he said, unused knowledge is like water pot with holes. Unused knowledge is like water pot with holes. अभी आपने इतनी knowledge लिया ना, इसको use करो. Use, how to use the knowledge? Share. Apply in your own life first. And Prabhupada has shown, applied in his own life by making the right choices, by having that full faith and conviction. Mare Krishna Rakhega, Rakhe Krishna Mare. Just conviction. If Krishna wants to take away something from us, how much ever we keep security alarms or our securities, it will work. And how much ever we don't want, if Krishna wants us to have that, we will have. I have many experiences in my life, where, especially related to this topic, is when, and you all must have. If I ask you, you also will share something. I'm sure about it. When we did right choices, how it benefited, and when we did wrong choices, how it brought me in, guilty situation or suffering condition, something like that. But His Holiness Radhanath Maharaj says, we all are human beings. We do mistakes. So instead of feeling guilty, get up, rise. Yes, last camp we were discussing, जब हम drive करते हैं, what is that? Google Maps से. तो हम अपने कहीं गलत रास्ते में जाते हैं तो we again come back, we align ourselves, reroute करते हैं. तो कभी गलती हो भी गई, again get up. गिल्टी फीलिंग करना, फ्रस्ट्रेशन होना, डिप्रेशन में जाना, सुसाइडल थॉट्स रखना, अपने आप को वर्थलेस समझना इज नॉट अ कंस्ट्रक्टिव सॉल्यूशन. In scriptures, again there are many examples for this. Mistakes we do, but what Maharaj says, we learn from our mistakes and get up. The circumstances are not in our control, but how we respond is in our control. You remember anything from scriptures, from Bhagavatam stories. We should read the stories. Bhagavatam is full of stories and it is so enlivening. And another point which I would like to say is, you read here and share. Knowledge is useless, like that water pot with holes, so the share नहीं So you can share. So you read the stories and share, you will never forget. Yeah, so any example from scriptures where somebody has got in a worse situation but he took a right choice, right decision, and then he uplifted himself.
Ajamil.
Ajamil. What was Ajamil's case when he took a right choice?
At the time of death.
Huh?
At the time of death when
Naming his son Narayan.
Name is Narayan, okay? Yeah.
at the time of death he realized and then he took the
He saw Vishnu Dut and Yamdut, he heard his conversation and got the point. And then he took the right choice. No more begetting children business. Right? At the age of 80, he begetted that small son, 80 plus. No. And so that was okay, right choice.
Draupadi.
What is the case with
She
Draupadi?
surrendered, like even in her worst situations, she surrendered herself to Krishna and called out to him, so he helped her.
During the Master case? Yeah. Yes, Draupadi. No other shelter. She went to other shelters, her husbands, in-laws, and guru, and everywhere. Nobody was in a situation to help, and ultimately Lord would help. And Lord was sitting in some other city, and she provided immediately the sari and helped her. Yeah. So she took that right choice of surrendering. Surrendering process is very important for all of us. Yes. Any other point somebody said? Bharat Maharaj, after getting the body of a deer, in the deer body, you know how much mrityu hoti hai na? It comes in this free will point. हमारा free will है. मृत्यु के समय ये भगवान की blessing देखिए हम सब भूल जाते हैं. Prabhupada writes in one of the, he says in one of the lecture basically, if I have a dog's body, and earlier I had a Prime Minister's body. Because of some karma, some bad activity I have done, I got the dog's body. But if in a dog's body, if I remember I was Prime Minister, I will not be able to live in a dog body happily. So Prabhupada writes there, Mrityu ke samay, it's Krishna's mercy that he gives us forgetfulness. That we forget what we were before. Sometimes when we take another human birth, immediately also now, we take in the same family sometimes. So अगर हमको मालूम रहे इसने last flight में मेरा ये किया था, वो किया था, इसने ऐसा किया था, तो हम रह नहीं पाएंगे. So it's just blessings that we forget. But to her point, deer के case में जब भरत महाराज deer बने, so what happened? He remembered. That was his blessings. Mataji, please tell me when to stop because my watch is down. We can stop now. 5 minutes, yeah. Because Hari Katha Ananta. Hari Ananta, Hari Katha Ananta. So we have to not stop, but Viram. Pause. Bharat Maharaj, he remembered when he was in the deer's body, and then Jagad story comes. How he was fixed. Yeah. Gajendra also, after struggling a lot with that crocodile, then he accepted God. One pastime, I remember, where the situation was really very bad. First canto, Srimad Bhagavatam, Narad Muni stories. You remember? Narad Muni, in his earlier life, he was the son of a maid servant. And she was serving the sadhu, especially in Chaturmas, and he also got some chance to get the remnants and serve and make the seat ready and etc. And later after that, what tragedy happened in his life was, mother died. The only shelter for him आपके घर में किसके हम मम्मी नहीं है, पापा नहीं है, या कोई नहीं है, ये सब सुन के हमको लगता है तो इट इज सच अ पिटीफुल सिचुएशन। मतलब आई कैसे कोई मेरे फैमिली में देखी तो मेरे पापा के पेरेंट्स बहुत जल्दी दे लेते हैं बॉडी। सो व्हेन माय फादर एंड उनके भाई बहन सब छोटे छोटे में थे, दे रेज देमसेल्फ अलोन। तो हम तो सुन के ही मतलब हमने कभी अपने दादा दादी को नहीं देखा, तो हम तो सुन के ऐसा लगता है छोटे बच्चे छोटे छोटे थे तो कैसे निकाले हमें मदद होने की। मैं बहुत रिलेट कर पाती हूँ कि मैं जब हम कोई चीज़ को देखते हैं ना तो हमको वो चीज़ बहुत, या उसको हम बहुत कॉन्टेम्पलेट करते हैं तो वी एब्जॉर्ब। भागवतम की हर स्टोरी को आप वैसे एब्जॉर्ब करोगे ना तो यू विल कम इन दैट अंडरस्टैंडिंग, दैट सीरियसनेस जो भागवतम बताना चाह रहा है आपको। तो नारद मुनि के केस में आप सोचो कोई नहीं, और वो भी तो इज अ स्मॉल बॉय, बट देन ही रिमेंबर्ड whatever he heard, and by the blessings of Bhakti Vedantas also, he did not cry, he did not blame। वो क्या क्या कर सकते थे ना, भगवान आपने मेरी माँ को छीन लिया, हमने तो इतनी अच्छी सेवा की और मेरा तो कोई नहीं है इस दुनिया में, आई एम सो अनफॉर्चुनेट, अभागा हूँ, भगवान आप हो भी कि नहीं, आई डाउट। नहीं नहीं नहीं, नॉर्मली पीपल व्हेन वी डोंट हैव फेथ वी डू लाइक दैट, ऐसा मेरे साथ ही क्यों किया भगवान ने, सो मेनी थिंग्स। बट Narad Muni, what he did? He left home. बहुत दिनों देर तक चलते जा रहे थे, एक विलेज से दूसरे विलेज, एक फॉरेस्ट से दूसरे फॉरेस्ट, drinking some water and remembering Lord, what next he knew, and then he sat. He drank water and sat and meditated on the Lord, and what happened? He got the darshan of the Lord. Here's us standing on it. I told you in a very short thing, but he got the darshan of the Lord. साक्षात दर्शन, होली ने कली काले नाम रूपे कृष्ण अवतार, नाम होय थे होय सर्व जगत निष्ठा। इस कलयुग में तो स्पेशली होली ने में भगवान ने इंcarnation लिया है। That's what we are hearing। अभी तक हमने कितना रियलाइज किया है वो हमारी सिंसियरिटी पे डिपेंड करता है। जैसे एक ट्रेनर रहता है, हमारे को पीठ दर्द, पैर दर्द हो रहा है, we go to physiotherapy or physiotherapist or some trainer in gym also। तो ट्रेनर का क्या काम रहता है? हमारी बॉडी बनाना, yes, but हमारी बॉडी हमको ही बनाना रहता है। He can guide, ऐसी एक्सरसाइज करो, ऐसा स्ट्रेच करो, ऐसे टर्न करो, इसको उठाओ, इतना पुल अप करो, ये वो करो, पर करना तो हमको ही है। So basic scriptures are there to give the direction. Our seniors, our mentors, our Guru, Prabhupada, books, Guru Sadhu Shastri, ये सब हमको डायरेक्शन दे रहे हैं, करना तो हमको ही है। They help। Prabhupada right कि we have to fly our own plane। हमारा डेस्टिनेशन हमको ही मेहनत करके लाना है, हेल्प मिल जाएगी। When you are in the ground, then you get the help। ऐसे ड्राइव करो, वैसे करो, लेकिन जब आप प्लेन उड़ा रहे हो तो आप ठीक है, तो है सर, आपने कितना सीखा तब काम आएगा। This whole life is a preparation and death is an examination। कितना ध्यान से मैंने चैंटिंग की, किस पे मैंने फोकस की मेरी लाइफ में, जिस पे फोकस करूंगी एट द एंड वो ही मुझे याद आने वाला है। तो let me focus on the essence, on the substance, and not something which is not real, which is not real। So to end this, we will take home this point कि भयं द्वितीय अभिनिवेशतस्य, we have to catch hold of something which is real, not something illusion, something which is changing। If we catch hold of something which is changing, you will be in miserable situation। I catch hold of my beauty, मैं इतनी सुंदर हूँ, एक दिन वो ब्यूटी जाने वाला है, मुझे दुख होगा। It's just very example। So catch hold of something which is not changing। Again, it is a big topic, but I will stop here। So I wish and pray for all of you a good luck, a good life, a Krishna conscious life, always stay in association, sheltered under Guru Sadhu and Shastra, and under your mentors। Guru Sadhu Shastra हम देखेंगे कैसे? हमारा accessible point तो हम इलेक्ट्रिसिटी देख नहीं सकते, लेकिन accessible point तो हमारे switches हैं। So basically mentors हमारे switches हैं। They can help us They know us. So let's pray that we remain connected to our mentors, and it is true for all of us, every time. मैं जब शुरू में कृष्ण कॉन्शियसनेस में थी तो मुझे लगता था कि शुरू में एसोसिएशन की जरूरत है, बाद में फिर निर्जन भजन, मतलब फिर we don't need so much that buddhi. But as I'm growing and realizing association is so important. Whoever you are, कोई भी हो, किसी भी लेवल पे हो, association is the most important thing. Anytime anybody mind can track you, and you can fall down in no time. और जब fall down होता है आपको पता नहीं चलता है, gravity नीचे खींचती है हमको. By default, जब तक हम अपने आप को pull up नहीं करें, we go down. So as I started, progress is progress when it is continuous. So अब तक जितना किया है ठीक है, it should go on and increase and increase and increase. So I wish and pray good luck for all of you, and I pray to Srila Prabhupada and our beloved deities, Shri Radha Darshan, for all of you. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Prabhupada ki jai, Gurudev ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.